Matthew 17. Let's go there. And this sign shall follow them that believe. In my name they shall what? Cast out the devils. They shall speak with new tongues. Verse 18, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Hear me. These also are dimensions of debated powers of prayer. Without prayer, you cannot run through all these things. You can't. The Bible used the word signs. There are signs to follow. Signs are proof. These are the proof for those that believe in my name. They shall cast out the devils. Here it's not talking about pastors. It's talking about every believer. Are you not a believer? If you're a believer, you got to do this. Everyone can do this. Everyone can do this. Everyone can. We got to stand and exercise the authority and the power of God in our lives. Lay hands on the sick is a bread life of every Christian, every believer. The right way to put it, every believer. You must exercise that authority. I know the fear of a lot of pastors is, what if I say it and it doesn't happen? Who cares? Are you the healer? Are you God? God asked you to do something. Do it. Forget about how it will take place, because no one knows how miracle happens. Only God knows. Our duty is to do what He asks us to do. Exercise the power. I quoted Archbishop Benson last Sunday, when he said, if you don't action your unction, you will auction it. If you don't action your unction, you will auction it. There is an unction to function in you, or to action in you, and you gotta do that. You don't need anyone to come and direct you or push you around on what to do when it comes to exercising the authority of God. Do it anyways, anyhow. No wonder the Bible said in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3 and 4. There he is detailed, pronounce us as soldiers of Christ. Folks, we are soldiers. Hear me. Soldiers fight, civilians talk. That is why soldiers does not live within the vicinity of the civilians. Soldiers always live in a camp, because they are different from others. Their training is different from the others. Their way of living is different from others. That is why they are called soldiers. If you read down in that place, the Bible said, as a soldier that is ready to war, disentangle yourself from the affairs of this world, because you are a soldier. Soldiers are fighters. They are warriors. They are prayer warriors. They are intercessors. Civilians talk. That is why civilians cannot fight war, because they are not trained for that. Only soldiers will go for war and fight and win. And when they win, civilians will talk. They will discuss about the war. In this commission, we are going to train people that they can do it on their own, they can stand on their own, instead of pastor pray for me and companies. Not limited liabilities of pastors pray for me. You can do that on your own. If pastor can do that, you can do that. Just stand as a soldier of Christ. A church that is full of civilians is a church full of gossipers. But a church full of warriors are the church that fights and produces results. We got to have this in our mind and draw a line. I choose to be a soldier of Christ instead of civilian. God is very much interested in his soldiers. There are wounded soldiers. Even in the secular world, wounded soldiers are taken good care of by the government of the land. If you are wounded in doing the work of God, in serving God, I can assure you, he will take care of you as his wounded soldier. But if you choose to be a civilian, again, remember the topic, if I don't pray. A singer said, if I don't pray, Satan will make mess of me. But I'm saying making mess is not totally defined. Definition of that is Satan will turn you into vegetation and he will use you for his diets. And when Satan gets you, he gets your children.